For most of human history, Jupiter stayed where it belonged, far away, unreachable, a light you could watch but never touch. It shaped stories, calendars, gods, but it remained safely out of reach.
And then, for the first time in 4 billion years, something built on Earth began to move toward it. In 1977, humanity launched Voyager, not to conquer, not to land, just to pass by and look.
Which already tells you something about our expectations. We didn't assume we could understand Jupiter. We just wanted to see it up close.
When Voyager arrived in 1979, the myth shattered. What we saw wasn't a calm giant presiding over the solar system. It was violent, restless, alive with motion, lightning ripping through clouds, storms colliding and folding into one another, a world that looked less like a planet and more like a process.
So the king of the gods wasn't sitting on a throne?
No, it was moving.
That must have been unsettling, not just scientifically, but psychologically. Because until then, Jupiter was distant enough to be whatever we needed it to be.
Exactly. Distance allows projection. Closeness removes it. Voyager didn't just give us data, it took something away. The comfort of imagining Jupiter as stable, orderly, or benign.
But we still hadn't met it. We'd glanced at it, passed by.
Which is why the next step mattered. In 1995, Galileo arrived. And this time, we didn't just observe from a distance, we sent something in.
That feels like a different kind of decision.
It was. The Galileo probe plunged directly into Jupiter's atmosphere. No return, no landing, just descent.
How long did it last?
Just under an hour, before pressure and heat destroyed it completely. But in that hour, it confirmed something crucial. There is no surface, no solid place to stand, no moment where atmosphere becomes ground.
So the idea of Jupiter as a place
falls apart. Jupiter isn't a world you arrive on, it's a world you fall into.
That changes the story, because a place implies boundaries, a surface, an edge.
Jupiter has none of those in the way we expect. It's a vast engine of motion, pressure, and gravity, a planet made almost entirely of weather.
And this is where scale starts to break us, isn't it?
Yes, Jupiter isn't just large, it dominates. Take every other planet in the solar system, roll them into one world. Jupiter would still outweigh that world by more than 2.5 times.
All of them, together.
Which means its gravity doesn't just sit there, it reshapes the system.
So by the time Galileo reached Jupiter, we weren't looking at a god, or even a planet in the familiar sense.
We were looking at architecture, a mass so overwhelming that everything else has to respond to it.
And then came Juno, which feels different again.
It is. Juno doesn't orbit at a safe distance, it dives, skimming just above the cloud tops, threading its way through radiation that would kill an unprotected spacecraft in hours.
That sounds less like observation and more like trust.
Or humility. Juno wasn't sent to confirm what we already believed. It was sent because we knew we still didn't understand Jupiter.
And what it found?
Was a planet stranger than anything we imagined. Cyclones locked into perfect symmetry. Magnetic fields twisted into shapes we didn't predict. Storms rooted far deeper than continents. Jupiter didn't become more complex when we arrived. It always was.
So after all this, the watching, the myths, the flybys, the plunges, what we really learned is how wrong our assumptions were.
Yes, not wrong because we were careless. Wrong because we were human. We tried to understand Jupiter using ideas shaped by Earth. Surface, stability, boundaries. Jupiter obeys none of them.
Which means the wanderer we once crowned as king
isn't ruling anything. It's simply existing, and in doing so quietly shaping the environment every other world must survive within.
So now we know what Jupiter is. Not a god, not a guardian, a force.
And that leaves us with the next question, not about Jupiter itself, but about what it's been doing to the rest of the solar system.